Hi, this is Peg from the International Kitchen. Florence is one of our most popular destinations for our cooking vacations and culinary tours. We offer a wonderful 5-night Florence for the food lover tour, but frequently travelers add extra days in Florence, and they want to know what we recommend to do with that extra time. There are so many great day trips you can do from Florence, and you don't need a car to do them. We are going to break down our top list of the best day trips from Florence that you can do by train. There are, of course, many other great day trips you could do, including the Chianti region, the vineyards of southern Tuscany, and more, by bus or with a car. But we've kept this list to places that are easily reachable by train. We've also kept, for the most part, to places you can get to in 90 minutes or less. And our final factor for filtering out which fabulous day trips to include is that they have to be places you can enjoy visiting in a single day or a half day. Some of Italy's most famous cities, such as Rome, Venice, and Milan, are accessible by train from Florence in about 2 hours or less, but in our opinion, these other cities merit their own longer stays. Day trip number 1, Pisa. Pisa is one of Tuscany's top destinations and is less than an hour by train from Florence. It's a beautiful city right on the Arno River, and it is close enough to the sea that in its heyday the province was a leading maritime republic. What can you see there? The Leaning Tower, of course, but if you head to the Piazza dei Miracoli, you'll find the cathedral, baptistry, and Camposanto, in addition to the famous bell tower. Pisa is also a fun town to wander around in, and other worthwhile sites include many piazzas, churches, and the Botanical Garden. Day trip number 2, Lucca. Also located in Tuscany, Lucca is one of the most picturesque towns in Italy, and one of the best preserved. It is known for the Renaissance walls that circle its historic center, as well as its quaint cobblestone streets. Its red tile roofs and winding alleys make it quintessentially Tuscan in its aesthetics. Lucca is less than 90 minutes by train from Florence. On arrival, head to the Piazza del Mercato in the center of town. It has a distinctive oval shape that is due to the fact that it was built on the site of an old Roman amphitheater. The piazza is the perfect place to stop for lunch, a glass of wine or coffee, or a gelato. Day trip number 3, Arezzo. Arezzo is another famed Tuscan city, although perhaps less known than Pisa and Siena. This makes it less crowded with tourists than some of the other Tuscan towns on our list. It is known for its beautiful and unique medieval architecture, as well as for the medieval art of Piero della Francesca, whose murals are found in the Basilica of San Francesco. It was also the setting of the 1997 Roberto Benigni film La Vita è Bella, Life is Beautiful. Day trip number 4, Siena. At just under 90 minutes from Florence, Siena is an easy choice for a day trip. This Tuscan town was Florence's main economic and cultural rival during the Middle Ages and Renaissance. Its medieval brick buildings and contrade, neighborhoods, make it one of the most picturesque places in all of Italy. Siena's fan-shaped main square, known as the Campo, is the location of the city's famed Palio horse race, which is held twice a year. You can stroll through Siena and visit innumerable churches, palazzi, and squares, not to mention plenty of amazing restaurants, wine bars, cafes, and shops. Day trip number 5, Livorno. This seaside Tuscan town is a fun break from landlocked Florence. A famous port city, it boasts beautiful promenades and canals, a modern harbor, and Renaissance-era buildings. Head to the Terrazza Mascagni to mingle with the locals and watch the sunset over the sea while enjoying an aperitivo. Visit New Venice, a quarter of Livorno filled with canals, or head to the beach. And don't forget to try Livorno's signature seafood dishes, in particular caciucco, the Livornese fish soup. Livorno is just a 70-minute train ride from Florence, making it an easy trip. Day trip number 6, Perugia. Leave Tuscany behind and head to the capital of the Umbria region, the city of Perugia, which is just under 90 minutes from Florence. This vibrant hilltop town offers one of Italy's most beautiful historical centers, punctuated by the main square, called Piazza 4 Novembre, and its large fountain, called the Fontana Maggiore. Perugia is also a university town, so it has a young vibe and lively social scene, and it is home to the famous baci perugini, the Italian version of a chocolate kiss. Day trip number 7, Bologna. Head to the nearby Emilia-Romagna region and its capital city, Bologna, which is under 14 minutes by high-speed train from Florence. The University of Bologna was the first university in Europe, so it is the original university town. Larger than the other destinations we've mentioned, Bologna offers many cultural sites and museums, as well as plenty of great food and wine. This is where you can find stuffed pastas, cured meats like prosciutto, mortadella, culatello, Parmigiano cheese, balsamic vinegar, bolognese sauce. You get the picture. It is an absolute mecca for food lovers. While you are there, don't miss Bologna's famous colonnaded walk, which you can take all the way up to the sanctuary of Madonna di San Luca, the large Piazza Maggiore with its famous towers named Asinelli and Garisenda, and the famous Fountain of Neptune. Day trip number 8, the Cinque Terre. This last destination is a longer day trip than the others and takes you into the Liguria region, but we think you'll agree it's worth it. The Cinque Terre are 5 linked villages named Riomaggiore, Manarola, Corniglia, Vernazza, and Monterosso that now form a national park and are among the most visited sites in Italy. Getting there takes a little longer than the other destinations we've mentioned, so you will want to plan an early departure from Florence and a long day exploring. You will need to change trains in either Pisa or La Spezia, or sometimes in both. You can get from Florence to La Spezia in about 2 hours, and from there the Cinque Terre Express train, which links La Spezia and the towns of the Cinque Terre, takes only a few minutes from one town to the next. Each of the 5 old fishing villages hugs the coastline and is filled with colorful houses lining harbors full of fishing boats and luxury yachts. The main activity in the Cinque Terre is hiking. The winding, steep path can be difficult for some travelers, but the views are worth it. Swimming is another main activity in the summer, with pristine pebble beaches and rocky outcroppings offering plenty of sun and water to beachgoers. While you are there, make sure to try some of the local seafood dishes, as well as the local wine. We hope you've enjoyed our list of top day trips to take from Florence by train. Of course, at the International Kitchen we can organize guided walking tours in any of these destinations. Sometimes we can even organize fun bike tours. And if you don't want to bother with the train, we can arrange a private tour with car and driver. Just contact us to start planning. Wherever your travels take you, we hope you'll consider one of our favorite destinations, Florence, for your next trip.